if we use the method of substitution for this particular question, so we've broken it up, we found our lowest common denominator, and remember we have to multiply it by whatever we don't have here, so we multiply it by those two. Here we multiplying by those two, those two and the outer. This one here, we multiplying by those two. So C ends up B. Now, if I use the method of substitution to solve this, the first thing I can look at is see, okay, well, if I make x equal to 1 and 1, then A will disappear and C will disappear. All right. And I'm going to drop the denominator as well. All right. So I'm going to drop the denominator, equating the top part as well. Denominator goes away, equating just the numerators. And now if x equals to 1, we get 6 times 1 squared plus 5 times 1 minus 2, which is 6 plus 5, which is 11 minus 2, which is 9, which is exactly equal to A disappears now. B is left, C disappears. So B times, so this is exactly equal to B multiplied by 1 times 2 times 1 plus 1. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So it becomes 3B. And so therefore, B equals to 3. Let's go now to the next one. If x is equal to 0, then these two disappear. So if x is equal to 0, I'll have 6 times 0 squared plus 5 times 0 minus 2 is equal to a times 0 minus 1 and 2 times 0 plus 1. So that's going to be negative 2. That's going to be negative a times 2 plus 1, which is going to be just plus 1. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. So just negative a, and so a equals to 2. If x is equal to negative a half, to make that bracket equal to 0, then those two will disappear, and I'll be left with c. In that case, it will become 6 multiplied by negative a half squared plus 5 multiplied by negative a half minus 2 equals to b multiplied, well, b is going to disappear, and a is going to disappear, so just c left, which is negative a half times negative a half minus 1. This is going to be a quarter, so this will be 6 over 4 minus 5 over 2 minus 2 equals this. I'm going to put that on a calculator. All right. So I'm just going to grab a calculator and just put it on there. So it's going to end up with negative 0.5 times negative 0.5 minus 1, which is 0.75 for 3 over 4. 3 over 4c, or 0.75. And on the left-hand side, I got 6 over 4 minus 5 over 2 minus 2 comes to negative 3. And so therefore, c will equal negative 3 divided by 0.75. Comes to negative 4. And so c will equal negative 4, and I'm done. Exactly the same thing, but this time we're just using 3 terms instead of 2 terms, or 2 partial fractions.